What's up, wrestling fans? I'm Kevin Hellions, and here's another edition of Daily Wrestling for you. Today we're discussing the January 15th edition of TNA Impact. I have a lot to discuss, not enough to do, one of these Daily Wrestling segments for each thing. So we're going to discuss this edition of TNA Impact en masse. Or, all at once. Alright, so we got a couple things. Excuse me while I look at the official Hellions notebook. We have Main Event Mafia came out. They talked. And by they, I mean Angle. Why every edition of Impact, it seems like, starts with Kurt Angle coming out and talking. Last year, the edition of every episode of Impact starts with a limo or a car or a vehicle of some sort pulling up. This year, Angle comes out, says his stuff, something happens, then we go commercial, then we have our first match. Maybe. Angle's not your champion, guys. Sting is. Okay, we're finally starting to get around to that. We got a little conflict between Kurt Angle and Sting. So I'm more okay with how this was booked. We're almost a month past this episode. And I tell people when they watch TNA, they're like, ooh, I don't like it. I don't like this storyline. I don't like that. I don't like where this is going. I don't know what they're doing here. This is boring. I'm like, you need to watch it a lot. You need to stick with it, okay? Picture TNA Impact like comics. You pick up a single issue, it ends with a cliffhanger, there's subplots, there's stuff that doesn't make sense yet, you don't quite understand. Then you buy the graphic novel. You have 6-7 issues in a row. You can read it in a chunk. Watch TNA in a chunk. And then you're like, oh, this thing that happened in issue 1 that came out 6 months ago, I now have a resolution for. It was there the whole time. Just because I didn't see it coming doesn't mean it sucked. Now I'm impressed. Now I'm surprised. Now I want to stick with it even more. So we have this potential start of a feud between Kurt Angle and Sting. Excellent work, TNA. Excellent. I'm a little okay with it now. Then we had Hernandez come out and cash in his Money in the Bank. Oh, I'm sorry. His Feast or Fired briefcase. TNA, I don't like what you're doing with this Feast or Fired thing yet. Okay, I could be wrong. I could be, like I just said a minute ago, maybe it's gone somewhere. Could be wrong. But now WWE, we have the Money in the Bank. And every person to get it, besides Kennedy, with his little asterisk there, has become World Heavyweight Champion. In dramatic ways. In memorable ways. In history-making ways. So we have Jay Lethal and Consequence Creed getting their tag title shot, winning it and losing it 3 days later on pay-per-view. Okay. We have Hernandez cashing it in, wrestling in the second. Like here it is, we're going to wrestle. And he doesn't win the title. But it's okay because it was Main Event Mafia and it was a screwy thing. So he's got one coming up later on. Alright. Who knows what's going to happen with the X Division one? Who knows what's going to happen with Curry Man or whatever mask that man who shall not be named wears next? It's just like, I want build-up, okay? I am willing to accept Hernandez as TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I have no problem. He's a legitimate person to carry that title. But I want some build-up. I want to care, and I want to care when these people cash in the briefcases. It just fell flat for me. I'm sorry, TNA. It really fell flat for me, okay? Let's go on to a couple other things here. Alright, the Biss Matt Morgan stuff, really cool. Get to that in a future episode because there's a really cool thing that happened later on in it. The Beautiful People and Sarah Palin, excellent. By far one of the best little storylines that TNA's ever done. It's so funny. It's so good. Brings Daphne, whatever name she's going to go by, maybe still Governor Palin, whatever else. Brings her back onto the national stage. She's so good. She's improved immensely. Check out her work in Shimmer. Just such a good athlete to now come in as a TNA knockout. Very, very cool. Sojo Bolt. Girl can cut a promo. Alright? Say whatever you will for Kong Taraj or Raisha Saeed. I don't know why you got cheerleader Melissa in this gimmick. Hopefully we see the real girl here in a future time. Raka Khan has potential, but she really looks awkward at times. Kong, poor woman with her bad back. Kong is like the most revolutionary thing to take place in women's wrestling in a long time. If it's true, the rumors about her back and her hurting, I feel sorry. Here's a woman that deserves a long, long career and deserves to be recognized for what she's brought to women's wrestling. Feel sorry if she has to retire early or anything. But Sojo might, like, this might be a diamond in the rough here. She cuts a promo against other knockouts. She's intelligent. She's a good wrestler. I say keep your eye out on Sojourner Sojo, whatever she's being called, for the rest of the year. She will probably win that title within this year. WWE will probably scoop her up at some point too. You know, if she wants to leave TNA, not saying, you know, stay with them. Man, so impressive. So impressive. What else did we have? We had a lot of cool stuff going on here in Impact. It was a very good show. And now, our continuing adventures of Kevin Hellions talks to JB, Jeremy Borash. JB? I'm sorry. Let's play this here. What are you doing in this segment, okay? It's all Main Event Mafia. You're standing there with the deer, like a deer in headlights. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why you're there. I don't understand why we can't have a boom mic right here, okay? Just right here, on a camera shot. You know, do a Kevin Smith, Zach and Mary make a porno thing, and just tie this mic that you have in your hand to a hockey stick and have that hanging above. Okay, I don't understand why you're doing it. It takes me out of it every time I see it. I just don't get it. Like, can't we have them all clipped? Can't we have something? Can't we have, like, mics in the room already, permanently? JB, I'm sorry. I don't understand the point of it. It just seems terrible. Like, why? Okay. We're supposed to pretend that these guys are their characters, okay? That's the whole point of it, the whole point of my enjoyment of it. If I'm watching CSI and two of the characters are having a conversation, I don't need someone to come in and record them back and forth. It's a TV show. They're having a conversation. I realize it's a TV show. I realize there are mics everywhere. I realize someone may have gone into a voiceover booth and redubbed some of their lines. But, oh, geez, I apologize. We don't need to see any Walker, Texas Ranger there. Now, maybe TNA does everything live to tape. It's very possible. But why can't we do some prep work and set up all the mics and everything beforehand, okay? JB, please, if you can explain it to me, email me directly, hellionsmagazine@gmail.com. Send me a MySpace thing. Do a YouTube response video for it. Throw it up on TNA Wrestling. I don't care. Run me down, if you so wish, okay? I'm a big guy. I can take it. I do these videos in one take because I believe that all of the wrestlers do things in one take, alright? There's no time to screw up and say, oh, my bad, do over, forget what just happened, okay? I screw up on this all the time. I lose my train of thought all the time. My words stumble. It happens. But you know what? It's only by continuing to do it that we can improve and get better. JB, man, you've been with TNA since the beginning. 6, 7 years? And we still don't have a better thing to come up with than this for segments? Like, dude, I'm sorry, it bothers the hell out of me. Respond, call me out on this, ignore me because I'm just some fan. Whatever, man. It really does bother me. What do you guys think? Respond to us on this YouTube channel if you found it there, myspace.com/HellionsMagazine, hellionsmagazine@gmail.com, or the somewhat updated blog, hellionsmagazine.wordpress.com. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you later here on Daily Wrestling. And JB, I'll see you later, too.